Lane Hudson, back for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki hands it off, Bolduc with a shot, scores! Cole Caulfield knocks it out of midair.
I don't know if they're going to get that or not. Montreal moves it down to the half wall, and watch Suzuki lay this out into the slot. Bolduc fires it, and it goes off the stick.
Goulet wanted it in front. Nice stick. Larson or Suzuki was in home free. Good defensive stick by number 6. Caulfield. Richard, score! Cole Caulfield!
Cole Caulfield, right after Adam Larson batted this puck out of the air. You're thinking he's going to play for the Seattle Mariners. Nick Suzuki goes to work.
Lane Hudson. Cutting in, dropping off. Caulfield. Shoots, score! OT winner! Cole Caulfield!
Some chaos for the Seattle Kraken. Montreal does exactly that. And the punchline, Cole Caulfield.
Empty net. Marchessault's got a chance and a good save and block. Stretched up to Caulfield. Caulfield cutting in. Richard, score! He did it again! Cole Caulfield!
Lane Hudson makes the save, and he sends it right up the ice. A bullet of a pass to Cole Caulfield.
Digs it in the corner. 7 seconds left. One last chance. Suzuki. Caulfield. Score! Can you believe this kid? OT winner. Cole Caulfield.
But he's going to set up Caulfield on the backhand pass. Wins this battle. A slick little pass, and Caulfield wastes no time.
Dobson. Near point. Slings it across. Backdoor. Cole Caulfield. Oh, what a goal! Caulfield. Magic. 3-3 tie.
Magic hands. He completely takes Calvin Pickard. He says, try to stop this one.
With Caulfield. Caulfield delays and shoots. Score! Back to back. Cole Caulfield. 4-3 game.
Dangerous guy at the post. And right now, when you look at where the Montreal Canadiens are versus the Edmonton Oilers,
we get Noah Dobson. Well, now there might not be space for Logan Mailloux. You want to have your composition of your roster a little different.
Suzuki in front off the steal. Suzuki backdoor score!
This is a great example of being connected. So when Suzuki gets the puck off to the left of Joey Daccord, after a quick play, there's a nice play by Noah Dobson coming in. He gets it to the...
Through center, leads Caulfield. Nearly lost it, but he's got it. Caulfield cutting in. Cole Caulfield, short side, trying to tuck it home. Score! Can you believe this guy? Another OT winner, Cole Caulfield.
Caulfield is a great goal scorer, knows that. And this is just a fantastic play. Nearly gets turned over, but then Cole gets around here, and then watch how he stops.
Pinto settles it down. Caulfield.
Goes off his skate, creates that scoring chance, and Montembeault is there to make the save, and then off that save.
Now Dobson will grab it. Dobson to Caulfield. Caulfield scores!
Seen Draisaitl do one of these the other night. The stick is almost on the goal line. Good pinch coming in to keep the puck alive, and when
Caulfield trying to play it. Nick Suzuki up with it. Back to the point. Matheson has got it. Shot towards the net. Tipped wide. Caulfield in front. Scores!
And I'm not saying he's right, because it's hard to tell from our vantage point, John, but usually the player knows, right?
He was pretty confident about it. TJ Luxmore. Struble has got a long feed ahead. Suzuki to Caulfield. Scores!
Pastrnak is going to try to make a play out of nothing. In doing so, he traps Aspero, and they get the quick transition up to Suzuki, and Caulfield is just blowing up the middle of...
Here's Suzuki, backhand feed, knocked away. Carrier alertly poked that, otherwise Vegas would have had an odd man rush. Caulfield, score!
Carrier at the blue line makes this whole thing happen. Starts with a clean entry by Suzuki, but a high-risk pass that gets cleaned up by Carrier as he swats it out of harm.
Suzuki turns away from Steven Lorentz. Rink wide. Here comes the pass in front. Backdoor scores. It's Cole Caulfield.
Two options here as just take the pressure off. And the one thing you can't allow as a penalty kill are these passes through the seam. Unable to get it there. And then look.
A little bit of space. He finds Caulfield in stride. Cole Caulfield stops, shoots off the stick of Parayko. And behind Binnington, Dobson fakes the shot, walks it in. Pop pass, Caulfield, score! He stays red hot! Cole Caulfield!
Broberg has a decision to make. Do I attach myself to Caulfield?
Back to Hudson. Hudson, Suzuki, Bolduc's in the slot. Caulfield zips it in front, score! The big job! Caulfield!
Almost lulling everyone to sleep. No shot coming. Gonna make another pass. We're gonna reset it. Eventually, Cole Caulfield says, you know what? I might have Jari here.
Demidov over to Suzuki. Back to Demidov. Dobson cranks the shot, broke his stick. Caulfield in front, scores! Cole Caulfield, A+ hands.
Just opens up Swayman, and what a brilliant play off the broken stick, but you're ready, and then Caulfield just steps in.
Hudson. Caulfield kicks it into gear. Cole Caulfield with an opening. Caulfield right in. Scores! Caulfield with a magnificent goal. And
A little toe drag, and the outweights Tarasov as he beats him on the glove side. This is ice in your veins. Toe drag release.
Hurricanes battling for it again. Keandre Miller fires it off his own man. And here goes Texier. Walking in, passes across, they score!
Caulfield, we talked about before how he hasn't scored in Carolina. Well, he gets a chance.
Jack up to the line. Suzuki over to Caulfield. Shoots, scores! What a shot! In a better spot. That is perfectly placed by...
Plays it behind Fowler. Dobson up the wall. He'll zip it up quickly. Caulfield cutting in all alone. Wrist shot. Follow up. Score!
Situations like this will look to go pass off the pads while Caulfield's trying to go.
Caulfield for Suzuki. Fanned on it. Giroux trying to get in his way. Caulfield up with it. Canadians kept it in. Scores! Caulfield!
As the battle's going on, Shabbat is going to get uptight right there. You see him in the picture, and they don't win that battle. And now all of a sudden, you get
Getting away, and Giroux's pass, he put it over to Stützle, and he fanned on it. 2-1 Canadians. Caulfield tees it up. Scores!
He knows his goaltender will have no chance on that one, so he lets the shot come. Marilainen
Spins away from Tarasenko. Up for Hudson. Back to the captain. One-time drive. Score! Cole Caulfield!
Who else? Who else could it be but Cole Caulfield? Great job by Montreal, possessing, patient, and then finally...
Doc lost his stick, kicking at the puck, then he shoves down Dahlin. Suzuki, Caulfield, score! What a rocket! Cole Caulfield, 3-1 game!
He's going to get a point on this goal or not, but he loses his stick, but he goes in there and runs Dahlin over, and that starts the sequence. Good pitch by...
Points in 3 straight games with some assists on the game sheet for him. As he'll carry it in, flipped it up, scores!
tend to give him a little space, but he's literally got this in neutral, and Boston lets him come right up the middle of the ice.
Nick Suzuki to Cole Caulfield. Back for Nick Suzuki to Caulfield. Up for Suzuki. Looks to Caulfield. Scores! Cole Caulfield.
See all on this power play, and it really is the future of the Montreal Canadiens when you look at the talent they put out there with these 5 guys.
Back for Suzuki. Pressure by this Canadiens power play. Caulfield with it. Caulfield scores! He's done it again! Hat trick for Cole Caulfield.
Catch. And Caulfield tried this shot earlier in the power play, and Swayman was there to make the save. This time around, he had even less space. You got to see the amount of space he's putting this puck.
Back over Dobson. Trying to go back through the middle. Caulfield side of the net scores.
It creates some chaos, a scramble in front as Caulfield goes undetected. All the attention.
Trying to hold off Kesselring. Hudson. Dropped it for Dobson. Skates it in. Dobson scores!
Trying to contain the Canadians. They were trying to go man on man here, and there's the switch as they go to come across.
Across the ice to Dooley from center, who will dump it in. Lyon slows it down as Kesselring goes after it. Doc in front, scores! Caulfield on the setup from Suzuki. Second of the night.
Down there, you have no business going into the pile. When you come into the pile, that's 2-3 guys behind the net.
Hudson, looking both ways, goes to Suzuki. Lane Hudson across, one-timer, stick shutter, score!
Of the year, and it's going to be his 8th power play goal of the year as the changeup from Slafkovsky throws every...
Throw to the point. Roy holds onto it. Played it up for Chychrun. It's blocked. And it's Caulfield poking it on. Caulfield scores!
Well, Washington a little sloppy along the blue line. Chychrun gets it blocked, and off to the races is Cole Caulfield.
Lindgren tried to move it. Bolduc cut it off to the line. Struble shot. Suzuki in front. Scores! Caulfield has got it again.
Lindgren comes out to play this puck, and it's a soft play around the wall that just doesn't get out, and then the puck comes to the net.
Hobbs off the face-off, moving around. Caulfield scores! Cross-ice feed right to Cole.
Comes around and a drop pass over to Noah Dobson, and he makes that seam pass. You know, you're not always going to have your A game.
Here's Hutchin off to Dobson, into the net, and scores!
Get it back to the point and go to the net. You know, did a great job from Nick Suzuki. Lane Hudson gets it over to Noah Dobson.
Slafkovsky steals. He'll get it up through center, and here comes Caulfield over the line. Caulfield shot, scores!
Blue, I mentioned turnovers. You got to be so careful. Turnover just inside the Canadian blue line. Slafkovsky to Caulfield. I know he's going there. Caulfield knows.
Lane Hudson up to 118 assists now in game 150 tonight. Up ahead, Caulfield, score! 2-2 game, Cole Caulfield! Shy of 40 for Caulfield season.
Great goal-scoring instincts from Cole Caulfield.
Watched by Pasternak, Hudson, dishing, Suzuki, waits, shoots, tipped up, score! Caulfield, welcome to the 40 Club, OT winner, and Montreal wins 3-2.
The side of the net, a tap-in, a game winner, and the Montreal Canadiens get the extra point.
Caulfield back for the captain. Nick Suzuki to Caulfield. Scores! Oh, baby!
To Caulfield, and he lets the kid do the magic that he possesses down on.
Goalie shot off the glove of Sorokin. Slafkovsky on the rebound. Back for Caulfield. Scores! 2-goal night for Cole Caulfield.
Painting Montreal, guys are wide open. This is Gouli in the middle of the ice. Sorokin makes the glove save, but he can't hang on to it. So Slafkovsky tracks the puck down.
Broken up by Pelech. Caulfield knocked it free. It's Suzuki. Waits Caulfield. Scores! Bonsoir! 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 Cole Caulfield hat-trick!
Though you're short-handed, you got to try to get goals, right? So you can't blame Pelech for trying to take advantage of a rush short-handed.
Good poke check with a stick. Up top, that try stuff. Rebound, score! Caulfield! 44 on the season, 2-2 game! Cole Caulfield, now one back of Nate McKinnon for the NHL. Goal-scoring lead.
And 7 in his last 6 games. What a rebound this is, a gift.
Hands it off for Carrier. He'll fire it around. Shea was there. Caulfield trying to get to it. Knocks over Marchessault. He's on it. Caulfield scores!
And this is such a great play down low by Suzuki. He gets it on the forecheck. They turn the puck over, and then he traps 3 guys.
With less than Carolina does.
Well, in 23 and in 25, Mike, your answer was the Florida Panthers.
That's exactly right.
Suzuki, Chipson, wrist shot, score!
You love to see it. You just can't make mistakes against shooters this good. And
moving, but turned it over. Slafkovsky, and he comes. Uri Slafkovsky, centering feed. Caulfield, score! A tap job, 47 and counting for Cole Caulfield.
what a play. We talked about
Gouli, wrist shot. That hit a body in front. Top line pushing. Caulfield, one-timer, score! Cole Caulfield, 48.
makes it perfectly for Cole Caulfield. The fadeaway one-timer, but the precision one-touch pass by Uri.
Round the wall, Caulfield. In flight, Cole Caulfield. Cutting in, chip shoot, score! Cole Caulfield did it again! 49 and counting for number 13!
Just a defensive zone face-off, and seconds later, Cole Caulfield is scoring the go-ahead goal. Matheson and Dobson had switched.
Suzuki, a step, Caulfield in, Risha, score! Magic at the Bell Center, and a 50-goal season for Cole Caulfield!
Scoring season, and now 50 for Cole Caulfield, and it starts